Okay, Tanisha, I've recently been receiving energy work, and in the last year have felt my intuition growing and my sensitivity to energy is really expanding and becoming sensitive. One thing I need to work on is trusting myself, trusting my gut and belief. Thus, I feel as though asking a pendulum questions about relationships or future or hard decisions isn't trusting myself and really relying on something else rather than making that decision from deep inside, that deep inside feeling. Could you expound on this topic? So the question is about pendulums. Okay, Tanisha, pendulums are a tool. It's a rock on a string. It has no power, it has no information, it has no guidance. It's a tool. And the tool is being able so that we can physically have an instrument to be able to confirm what our intuitive bodies are already receiving as a response. But you can use it for more, like for example, you can use your pendulums with charts. You can buy charts, you can create your own charts, depending on the many types of inquiries that you can use with pendulum. So you might be able to spell something out, like what is the name of my spirit guide? You use the pendulum, and you need one with a point, right, to point out the letters that show up on the chart in order to be able to spell it out for you. Right, so it takes a long time to do that, by the way, but you can gather the information that way, as long as you are accepting that the information that is coming your way is the correct information, and your ego isn't trying to create the answer that you really want. That's where it gets screwed up, right? The ego pirates the ship, kicks your intuitive ability to the curb, and starts trying to forcefully give you the answer, right, that way. Because the pendulum is responding to your energy. That's what it's doing, So if your energy, if you ask a question and your body as your intuitive instrument is receiving a yes, you will see a yes on the pendulum as long as your ego is not residing at the center of the session and your intuition is, your higher self, right? So you might have to practice that part of it. However, in your question to me, you also say that even when you're getting this information, you're having trouble trusting it, right? And so therefore you don't take action on it. And the best way to deal with that is to be open to receive, right? A wide open possibility. The information that you are searching for, if you are open to receiving everything that's possible, you might get a better answer than you ever would have thought of in your own head, ever, right? So you have to be open to that. So that's only part one, right? Part two is trusting it. How do you trust it? By taking action on it. And then you take action on it and you see that, you got the result, or the next opportunity came your way as a result of, taking action on that. And then you trust again, and then you take another baby step, and you trust again, and you take another baby step. And then you begin to trust, and you gain this trust in yourself. Now, sometimes, we're discouraged because we think that we got the answer we were looking for, and then we trusted it and we took action on it, and it turned out that it didn't manifest or materialize in the way that you had wanted it to or expected it to. This is not always a fault of yours, right? Because most of us don't live like hermits in the world, right? We are at the mercy of choices that everybody else is making. Whether you're driving down the street, you hope that guy's going to actually stop at that stop sign and not go through it, Sometimes when you didn't get what it was that you were aiming for, it could be because there is something better coming along, and that particular opportunity is not quite coalesced in a way that it's going to manifest right now. So there might be another decision, another person, another thing. It might just be time. It might be that it needs to be delayed because there's something else that's coming your way that needs to be taken care of before you can be able to manifest, right? So there's reasons that that happens. It's not always that you were wrong. This is why when you're working with your intuition, you work with it regularly, and it does work best if I think if you do regular sessions with yourself, but sometimes you're using your intuition on the spur of the moment. Should I go right or should I go left? I have to make this decision right now. Should I not get on this airplane and rebook it, or should I just, get on this one right now? And wait for the 2-hour delay, so you can use your intuition in those kinds of ways too. When you're manifesting, we're talking about something a little bit different. You're manifesting is when you have to get very clear about what it is that you want to manifest. And then when things start coming your way, you might have options, and then you can readjust. So you have something that you want to create, and then it starts coming your way, or maybe it doesn't come your way. Right, then you think of another way to do it, right? Then you try to go down that path and see if that's the way that's going to get you what it is that you want. It could be a matter of timing. It could be a matter that there's something better along the way. It could be a matter that the moment is past and you waited too long, so sometimes that happens too.